Okay, we're actually going live. We were live a little bit earlier, and we're right in the midst of the game. Right Jacksonville Jaguars 3. Jaguars 3, Carolina Panthers 3. Both teams have kicked field goals. And away we go. We're live streaming right now. Florida lost to South Florida. What was the final score? 18-16. Florida muffed a punt, and there was a safety, and there's 2 points that kind of helped decide the game. South Florida, close game all the way. South Florida had a 15-9 lead. Florida scored early in the fourth, early to mid fourth quarter. Florida had a 16-15 lead, and then South Florida from Tampa, they kicked a field goal at the end of the game, won it. South Florida 18, South Florida Bulls 18, Florida Gators 16, the final. Now we got the NFL season opening up now. The Carolina Panthers 3, Jaguars 3. First defensive play of the game. Looked like Trayvon Walker got pancaked. And now we got kind of a defensive struggle. It's 3-3. Is it one of those agonizing games again? Jaguars 3, Carolina Panthers 3. Check us out. And there's a battle on the line of scrimmage. Jaguars have had a couple of holding penalties. One of the holding penalties was on Mutt, kind of the second team tight end who comes in for blocking. And I believe number 73, Ezra Cleveland, committed the other holding way back in the first quarter. We're in the second quarter now, about 10 minutes to go in the first half. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags got the ball, and Trevor's going to run for a first down, inside the 10-yard line. I really like the feel of this Jags offense now. I mean, I really do. And we got our monitor on. We're going to, watch the game. I had, one of our viewers, Chris, from the south side of Jacksonville, said his TV was not working. But, hey, we're on right now on the live stream. Jaguars 3, Carolina Panthers 3. Both of these teams came into the league at the exact same time. We all know that, don't we, executive producer JC? They both came in back in 1995. I saw a little run to the right with Travis Hunter. Would like to see a replay of that, but Hunter ended up with the ball. And second down and goal coming up for the Jaguars. This is a chance to take the lead. Jags had a 3-0 lead, then Carolina kicked a field goal. Travis Hunter's already got 4 catches for 22 yards in this game so far. That's right. And I'm going to try to find us on YouTube. You should be able to find us on YouTube. Type in bigjreport.com, live stream. This particular one is a live stream. We're keeping an eye. Oh, I think that's a touchdown. Let's see who caught that one. Number 84 out there, Hunter Long. Tight end Hunter Long with a touchdown. Now, Brenton Strange made a really good catch back in the first quarter. Hunter Long catches this pass for a touchdown. Jags are up 9-3. Doesn't look like any penalties are thrown. The Jags had the ball at the Carolina Panther 5-yard line. I'm looking at the replay. Number 16, Trevor Lawrence, got some motion, a fake handoff, fake to ETN. Hunter Long he had some room. There wasn't anybody 2 or 3 yards around him. And he makes a catch in the absolute end zone. The Jaguars going to kick the extra point. I don't think this guy's ever missed an extra point. Cam Little puts it right through, kind of to the right of the middle of the goalpost. Big interception on the last drive by Foyesade Alicon. And Hunter Long, one of the Jaguars tight ends, makes a catch. And the Jaguars are up. Absolutely up. 10-3. Can you believe it? 10-3. And this is our live stream right now. I'm trying to find us on the live stream. Ed White Commanders, 65-0 win over West Side. on Friday night. We got the high school football scores up at bigjreport.com on the homepage. And I'm looking for us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube. Should be on the live stream. We're on right now. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead at the moment here. We got a lot of content up. Subscribe to our channel. That's the best way to do it. And you can usually always find us. Okay, I think this is the live one here. This is the live stream now. Going to talk UF2. Florida Gators got beat 18-16 by South Florida. There's a lot of things going on. We got high school football scores. Absolutely. Join us on the live stream. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead at the moment. Hunter Long, a tight end, made the catch, and he's wide open. Good play design. He's wide open. Nobody was really 2 or 3 yards around him. So I'm going to try to get the link over to Chris. Let's see. Chris may be watching it. I don't know. Let's take the link right now. But for some reason, Chris was having trouble with his TV. So now everybody's got a phone or a laptop, and I'm going to get Chris up there. And the Jaguars have a 10-3 lead. Trevor Lawrence had the ball at the 5-yard line. Jaguars won. The Panthers. Nice play. Play fake to ETN like he was going to run it. And then he kind of rolled and threw a pass. Hunter Long, good play design. He was open. There wasn't really anybody 2.5 yards, 3 yards there. And all of a sudden, the Jaguars have a 10-3 lead. There's about a 60% chance of rain today. The Carolina Panthers at the Jaguars at Everbank Stadium. And Chris is with us now. Let's check the viewers. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to check us out on the live stream. We're glad to be here. Let's see if I can get Sean Gaylor on our stream too. He's a contributor and correspondent for us. Yeah, ample turnover, John. That's right. Keep typing to me, John. I'm reading what you're saying here. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead. Olakon got the ample turnover on the interception. Hunter Long first touchdown. And we are on a stream. Spread the word. And I'm typing too, so I'm going to do the best I can to type and tell you what's going on. Washington Commanders lead the New York Giants 7-3. That game in the second quarter. The old Washington Redskins, a lot of red pants, red helmets. Washington with a 7-3 lead over the New York Giants. That game now in the second quarter. We're all playing fantasy football, or most of us. We have a teal shirt, full fantasy football league. Got about 10 teams in that league, and quite frankly, I was a little disappointed on Xavier Worthy. I think he got banged up in the Chiefs game and just didn't get me. Just did not get me any fantasy football points. We got a couple of viewers. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. Subscribe to the channel. There's high school videos by Alex Nunnery up here on the channel too. And for some reason, they got the Giants, Redskins, or Giants Commanders game on. The real Commanders, the Ed White Commanders, defeated Westside Wolverines 65-0 on Friday night back on September the 5th in high school football. We got the rest of the high school football scores, most of them up on bigjreport.com. For Jacksonville, Duval, North Florida, South Georgia, Western Georgia, and that little corner pocket where we have friends in Southeast Alabama. JC, hello to you. I may walk away from the screen here in a moment, but for some reason they got the Washington Commanders Giants game on. If they lose the broadcast on the Jaguars game, the Commanders leading 7-3. JC, in one of your fantasy football league teams, the Thunder team that you have in the WFL, I believe you actually have the Washington quarterback, Jaden Daniels. And I thought that was a pretty good pickup for you in that particular league. Not in the Teal Shirt Report podcast league. But we're in about 3 or 4 leagues, 4 leagues. Washington Commanders game on. Washington Commanders 7, New York Giants 3. Game in the second quarter. I'm assuming we're going to get back to the Jaguars game on our monitor. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead. Maybe there's some technical difficulties. Looks like a fight may break out in the Giants Washington Commanders game. But here we are, Jaguars with a 10-3 lead. We have posted in our Facebook group and on our website at bigjreport.com. I think we'll get back to the Jaguars monitor here in a moment, but we'll keep up to date with scores for you as well. I think Chris is tuned in from the south side of Jayville. Chris, good to have you tuned in. I think Chris has already subscribed. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a comment on the Jaguars. To me, the offense seems to have a really good feel to it. There's been a couple of holding penalties from the offensive line, and we saw that during preseason as well. As for Cleveland, the left guard, I believe, committed a holding penalty. One of the backup tight ends, Mutt, a call for a holding penalty. The other backup is Hunter. He made the touchdown catch. And there's been some, and Britton Strange had a really good catch on the very first drive of the game where the Jaguars kicked the field goal. 10-3, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Actually, we got some more people tuning in. We appreciate you being here. We'll keep up to date with the NFL. Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a live stream. You can follow us at bigjreport.com. And of course, the TEAL Report podcast. I had some people say, "Hey, my TV is not working." Well, we're going to post a score in the Facebook group on the website, especially at bigjreport.com. And I got to update the score on our website as well. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead over the Carolina Panthers. Now we've got the updated score on our website. We do update it from time to time. Also, if you go to our homepage, bigjreport.com, there's some scores up there, high school football scores. If you scroll to the homepage at bigjreport.com. And Chris, I think your Inglewood Rams played. I believe we got that score up there. I'm just trying to find it, but the scores are up there at bigjreport.com on the homepage. We may actually run down some of the high school football scores here in a moment. Pistol beats Stanton 31-0. Baldwin over Kip, Old City. That's a new school in town. It might be either their first or second year. Baldwin 45, Kip, Old City, nothing. Fletcher beat Atlantic Coast. And I have a lot of trouble with small print. Yeah, I need to put the glasses back on. Fletcher Senators 35, Atlantic Coast 6, a final on Friday night. They've switched us over to the Washington Commanders Giants game, apparently. You got the Washington Commanders 7, the Giants 3. Maybe there's a technical problem with the Jaguars' feet. Had them a moment ago. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead. Jalen Daniels 5 for 9, 71 yards, and a touchdown pass in this particular game. High school football on Friday night, a couple of days ago on September the 5th. Ed White Commanders 65, Westside nothing. Baldwin 45, Kip, Old City nothing. That's a newer school, Kip City. Raines could be the best team in the city of Jacksonville. Vikings 48, Trinity Christian 14. And Inglewood did get beat, Chris. Ridgeview out of Clay County. Ridgeview 13, Inglewood Rams 7. So those are some of the high school football scores. There's even more scores, by the way, up on the website at bigjreport.com. So we've got some viewers up here. We're glad to have you here. Now apparently there's a technical problem. This is bonus coverage. You're calling it bonus coverage. I didn't really get the word about what happened. Let's see, maybe John Gaylor can send me a message here. If there's maybe some weather, there's a 60% chance of rain and possible thunderstorms. I'm not seeing it here. A lightning delay. John Gaylor just gave you the info, a lightning delay. And I'm going to tell John we are live streaming. I'm going to tell John we're live streaming, so I do appreciate it. Anything you type to me, John, I basically can read during the live stream. John tells me an Andy Griffith rerun about to start. Okay, I don't know how true that is. Maybe it is. Lightning delay at the stadium here, but there's sunshine here back at the world headquarters. And we're located probably 7 miles from the stadium in downtown Jacksonville, back here in the Riverside area. The Washington Commanders with a 7-3 lead over the New York Giants. We're waiting for apparently the game was delayed, but the Jacksonville Jaguars have a 10-3 lead over Carolina. I think the offense has looked good. The defense, and I think Foyesade Alacoon might have saved the defense for that apple turnover and interception. Trayvon Walker, I saw him pancake for the first play. The defense was out there. Geez, that's what I told Taylor. But man, we've got to see, out of Trayvon Walker and Hines Allen, we've got to see more havoc, more tackles. Obviously, the pressures and the sacks are important. Washington Commanders with a 7-3 lead over the Giants, but apparently a lightning delay here in Jacksonville. At World Headquarters, we are officially, I'm going to say we're 6 or 7 miles from the stadium. Kind of at our own little cobblestone. It seems like it's an underground bunker sometimes, but it's our cobblestone studios in the Riverside area of Jacksonville, Florida. We are live streaming right now. Lightning delay at the stadium. So when the lightning delay ends, well, we'll get, action will resume, but it's in the second quarter. Lightning delay. The Jacksonville Jaguars 10, the Carolina Panthers 3. And we will break now, but I tell you what, this live stream is a lot of fun. So more than likely what we will do, we do have a viewer that's tuned in. And please give us a comment. If you like the live stream, let us know. The Jags have a 10-3 lead. Give us any comment on the Jags, the Gators loss, or anything in regards to what we cover. I'm still watching the Washington Commanders with a 7-3 lead over the New York Giants. And apparently the Jacksonville Jaguars game at Everbank Stadium just down the road from here, Giants just got a sack of Jalen Daniels in the grasp. I haven't seen that in a while. But a sack by Burns of the New York Giants. They've got really a strong front seven. And they were coming in. The Commanders were having trouble blocking the guy that got into the sack, number 0. Got the sack for the New York Giants. That is, what's the kid's name? Burns, I believe. Brother Burns. Got the sack, number 0. Giants were saved by 0. That's why. Taking down to 19 for the Skins. Actually, the Washington Commanders. And this guy, Daniels, and he threads the needle and completes a pass inside the 30-yard line. Washington Commanders 7, New York Giants 3. About midway through the second quarter. Jags game apparently is in a rain or lightning delay. I believe a lightning delay. When it rains, you can play on, but when you get the lightning, then all of a sudden it's you just don't know. But we're here on the live stream at the moment. We're watching. They've given us the Commanders Giants game. Jaguars with a 10-3 lead. I believe the kid's name's Hunter Long. That caught the touchdown pass for the Jaguars. The Jaguars' outstanding field goal kicker, Cam Little, kicked the field goal. Opening drive for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence also completed really a nifty pass to Brandon Strange in that same drive. The Jaguars moved the football. Plus, there were a couple of holding penalties, but they still got into field goal range and jumped in front 3-0. Carolina moved the ball some. Got an equalizing field goal, and then the Jags got an interception by Foyesade Alacoon. And Jags offense moved the ball enough. Got down to the Panthers' 5-yard line. Great action, fake handoff of Etienne, and then, Lawrence just kept the ball, looked to the right, threw it into the end zone, long with a touchdown to the tight end, and at the lightning delay early in the second quarter, the Jacksonville Jaguars clinging to a 10-3 lead. The Jacksonville Jaguars 10, the Carolina Panthers 3 early in the second quarter, but there is a lightning delay. Florida Gators, a massive loss, 16 South Florida. The fans very, very disappointed. This is the game you were hoping in the fourth quarter, man, you could sneak off with and say, hey, we only won this game by 1 point, but we got another win. And now we're heading into SEC play, but it wasn't that simple. The Florida Gators ended up losing this game to the South Florida Bulls. South Florida 18, the Florida Gators 16. Florida State won their second game of the year. Who was that they played? East Texas A&M State or somebody like that. And they won big. And, of course, Florida State beat Alabama the week before. Alabama rebounded with like a 73-0 win over Louisiana Monroe. We got some college football scores on our website in the sports section as well. Looks like the Commanders have just scored another touchdown. They got a 13-3 lead over the New York Giants. Washington Commanders 13, the New York Giants 3 with about 6 minutes. 14 minutes to go in the second quarter. This is like the old days. We're getting the Washington Redskins game, or in this case, the Washington Commanders, but the Commander running back ran into the touchdown number 22, scored the touchdown. Now the Washington Commanders get the extra point. I'm watching the extra point. It's still meet the weather, and it's good. Washington Commanders with a 14-3 lead over the New York Giants. Waiting for play to resume at Everett Bank Stadium. You do have the Jacksonville Jaguars with a lead. I said the Jags. It's funny. The Jaguars were a 3-point favorite and a favorite. The money kept siding with Jacksonville to Vegas. And right before kickoff, the Jags are a 4.5-point favorite over the Carolina Panthers. Score right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars 10, the Carolina Panthers 3. Hunter Long caught a touchdown pass, about a 5-yard touchdown pass. Trevor Lawrence. And again, you're now in a lightning delay. Now in a lightning delay at Everett Bank Stadium. So we're going to take a little break. We're going to bounce out of here. Live stream, but we'll be back in a little while. You're into the TEAL Shirt Report from BigJReport.com. All day long, it's been episode show number 51. We salute Kevin Hardy, Vic Butkus, and Ventrell Miller, who now wears number 51, a linebacker with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You guys have a great day. Follow us at BigJReport.com, BigJReport.com, and our podcast, the TEAL Shirt Report podcast. This has been a live stream, but this has been so much fun. We may be back in just a few minutes. Hang in there. We'll be back. Jaguars and a lightning delay. The Jacksonville Jaguars leading 10-3 over the Carolina Panthers. The game was lightning delayed early to mid quarter. You guys have a great day. And man, this is the TEAL Shirt Report podcast. We have been live streaming. We'll be back in just a little bit. Jaguars leading 10-3 over the Carolina Panthers in the second quarter. We'll be back in a few minutes.